Hi my scrappy friends, it's Melinda. Welcome to my channel today. This latest share is for Scrapping Clearly, and I'm playing along with the February mood board. The image down the bottom is of a beautiful, well, it's not beautiful, it's kind of like fire, but there's butterflies, and the colours and the design of the picture just made me think of sunset. And we get some absolutely stunning ones here in WA. This photo was taken a number of years ago at Cable Beach in Broome. As you can see, I printed it extra big. It's a tiny bit smaller than A4. I am planning on doing a giant page. I am planning on using this beautiful orange mink, not orange mink, orange foil for my title, which I'm going to put here. And I think I'm going to run Cable Beach along here in these fun alphas, which are also minkable. They are all set for number 3. So I've got my mink warming up, and I'm going to do a little bit in the background, not a heap today, but some. I'm going to play with the colours. I've got my Distress Oxides here. I've got Picked Raspberry, Worn Lipstick, Wild Honey, and Fossilized Amber. So I'm going to have a bit of a play with those. And if you have never blended with the Distress Oxide inks, they are absolutely beautiful to blend with. I suck with blending the normal Distress inks. I just can't, I don't know, I just can't do it. So I'm loving these, and it's easy, and I've already done a bit of a test on a bit of paper, and I'm super happy with it. So I'm going to start by drawing a line so that I know where to put my stencil, and go from there. So I hope you enjoy. So I am back again, and I've just drawn my line with a lead pencil, and I'm going to go in with my stencil and my Distress Oxide inks. So you get to watch me flip the stencil a couple of times and try and work out exactly which way I wanted to use it, because obviously depending on which way I use the stencil, you got a different-ish kind of effect. So I ended up going with this way, which was the first way that I had it. And I am just going to grab my mini ink blending tool and my sponge. I'm going to start with my my pink colours, and I'm just starting to blend number 1 off the paper and number 2 from where my pencil line is. So I'm just using a circular motion, and I'm literally just like applying colour to my white cardstock. This is American Crafts texture white cardstock, nothing fancy. I haven't done anything to the background, and I'm just literally blending some colour on. Now, if you haven't used these Distress Oxides to blend with, they are super amazing to work with. They just blend beautifully. If you're very special like me and have real trouble blending the normal Distress inks, these are the ones for you. I don't know how, I don't know why, but the colours just blend beautifully. I think that it's because of the special combination of inks that they use to make these, and I just love them. Get this beautiful from pink to pink to orangey to yellow. So first I use the Picked Raspberry, then the Worn Lipstick. This is the Wild Honey, and then the last colour is the Fossilized Amber. And again, I am literally just rubbing circles starting on the stencil and then onto the cardstock. And you'll see that when I get to the end of the yellow, because I don't want a harsh line, I kind of flick the foam tool as well, just to kind of blend and soften that edge out. If you can hear me drinking, I've got a tea. So that is literally as much as I do, and I think it took me like less than 10 minutes. Super easy, super effective. I love the way that it looks. Also, if you haven't used the Distress Oxide inks, then you don't know about this amazing feature, benefit, whatever it is, it's amazing. You just add a bit of water, splatter it straight over the top. Now, I'm not normally a big fan of this, but on this page, I love it. So that is plain water in my spray bottle, and I'm literally just sprinkling it on. I've left it for a second. You can kind of see where it started to oxidize, but look at this. Wow. Looks amazing. I made my husband come in and watch me do this as well. He was like, yeah, that's really exciting, while I was sprinkling the water on. And then when I used the paper towel, he actually went, oh, that's pretty cool. So I decided that that wasn't enough. So I've grabbed a paintbrush and I'm just flicking a bit more water on. And you can see some of the spots where that ink is oxidizing. Paper towel again, and like magic, there it is. I love it. Looks awesome. I don't need to leave this to dry at all. I don't have to do anything. It's just done. I did decide that I wanted to add a bit more bling, so I am using Bling Color Shimmer Cube. I've activated that, I've stirred it up a little bit, and I'm just going to pop it aside. While that's activating, I'm going to start minking. Now, I've heard people say, you know, once you start minking, you want to mink everything. Well, guess what? I want to mink all the things now. I want to mink everything. It's awesome. So I'm starting with these. So I've got the mink alphabet there, and it's striped, like it's got a pinstripe in it. It's really cool. And then the phrase, enjoy the view. Now, if you are a long time subscriber to my channel, you will know that I have used this almost exact same title, except in wood veneer. I embossed it on another page. My first thought when I saw this title and this mood board was to use one of the photos from the same place, but then I kind of went, yeah, I've already got that. I don't want the same title next to each other in my album. So I went looking for other beautiful, spectacular photos, and I was transported back in time. My husband and I were newly engaged. This is back in 2007. We had gone up to beautiful Broome. I love Broome. I'd love to go back there. We'd gone up to beautiful Broome, and of course Cable Beach did not disappoint. We got spectacular sunsets. They were absolutely beautiful. And so the photo that I am scrapbooking is from Cable Beach, and I have printed it. It's at home on matte photo paper. It's a little bit smaller than A4. It's really hard to see the foil here, but I will give you a bit of a close-up, and even then it's not, my lights are a bit bright. It looks black, but it's orange. There you go, you can see there. It's orange. So are my letter stickers. Bring my title back in. Now, I decided to leave all my stuff on my desk, and rather than risk getting gold on it, I've just slipped it straight onto my layout. And I'm just sprinkling the beautiful bling color shimmer. What is that? Color shimmer pot. Sorry, I've had a big few days. If you follow me on Facebook, you would have seen that I have somehow managed to create 9 layouts in 5 days. Well, not all layouts. However, 9 projects in 5 days. My brain's a bit fried. I've done a few voiceovers. I've got some instructions to write up, and yeah, it's been a bit crazy around here. I've been at an 8-year-old's birthday party tonight with my oldest son, and it was a Nerf party, and at one point it was the kids versus the adults. Needless to say, the adults surrendered before the children did, so the children called themselves winners. Anyway, enough about that. Because the bottom of that photo is so dark, I decided to kind of lighten it up a bit, and I've added the Cable Beach down the bottom. Now, I did walk away from this for a while while those splatters were drying, and I came back and I had the brain wave to move my title down to the bottom so that it's kind of overlapping, and I really, really like how that looks. I also decided that I wanted to do a bit of a cluster on the top left-hand side of the photo, and you saw that I had a heart there. It's kind of a minty, kind of bluey kind of colour. And then the foil that I put on there is the pink foil. And then there was another piece, like a label, and it says breathe, and I minked that in orange. And there was a little triangle that's got a pink circle on it, and then I've minked the word enjoy in pink as well. I thought that I had cut all of this out. I am so sorry that you have to watch me pull off all the backing of the foam squares. I'm sorry. So I am obviously pulling off all the backing of my foam squares, and I'm just going to overlap the title down there on that side. I really surprised myself with putting as much on the photo as I did, but I kind of feel like you're not losing anything, and it kind of enhances the photo, so I'm really happy with it. I'm going to add my heart to the top left hand side. I don't know how well you can see, but the bottom left hand side of that heart, when I minked it, another piece was kind of overlapping it, and so it hasn't minked properly, but I'm going to cover it up so you can't see anyway. I'm pulling out a date stamp here, and I'm just going to stamp, I think it was like the 23rd of March 2007. And that is going to go up there, I think pretty much exactly where it is right now. Going to use for some foam squares to pop that one up a little bit to give it a little bit of dimension. I think before I do that, I'll do my journaling. I think. Yes. So I'm just using it's a Posca paint pen. It's the finest tip one. And I was looking for a scrap of the photo paper so that I could test my pen on it. I don't know where I've gone again. Sorry. Oh, here we go. So I'm just testing to see if I can get that paint pen to work as efficiently as I want it to. I'm like, yep, that'll do. And my journaling says something very simple to the effect of Cable Beach broom didn't disappoint with stunning sunsets like this when we were here, or something to that effect. I've kind of decided that this might be like a cover page, not a cover page, yeah, kind of a chapter cover page for our pre-marriage, pre-children album that I kind of have happening. And yeah, just have that as the kind of title cover page for our broom trip. So I popped that foam square a tiny bit too far to the left, I think. I tried to move it, but the photo paper that I've used didn't want to cooperate without ripping, so I gave up and I just kind of smooshed it over a bit. I'm going to stick that on top. And that is my page done. I'm going to give you some close-ups on video. I love it. I'm really, really happy with that. There are some close-ups coming up of my finished page. You've got a couple more days left to enter the challenges for February, so make sure you head over to the Facebook group. Everything will be linked in the description box below. As always, thank you ever so much for stopping by. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you again for stopping by, and I shall see you again very soon. Bye.